Greetings all, it's the Devious Monkey here. It's Friday, Juneteenth. I'm just now leaving the house to go do what I always do, which is go back to Target for shit that I forgot. Go back to Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, you name it. I keep forgetting that I ran out of honey. Now, honey for me is medicinal. Yeah, it tastes good, but it's more medicinal because if I take local honey, it helps with allergies. So I don't just get honey for sweeteners. So no little bears filled with sugar stuff. It's all local honey, by local apiaries. Also, I bought a new shower head because the one that was in our master bathroom started to leak. And I guess after 10 years, okay, it's time. So I got one the other day. It had 9 different flows instead of the 5 of the cheaper one. And there's certainly 9 different kinds of flows that come out of there, but they're all shit. So bottom line, I need to go back and get the less expensive, like half the price, shower head and hope that it's better like the old one. Okay, kids, I knew that I needed to redo the setup in the truck here because it was sitting up too high. And I had wanted to eliminate the magic arms and this, that, and the other thing, and I didn't want to scratch my screen again, I didn't want to block the vent, blah, 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 blah. But after multiple vehicles and multiple setups across all those vehicles, I think I'm getting pretty good at this. Right now I'm filming on the Luna, but I'm gonna pop it off here and I'm gonna show you how it's set up. Okay, so as you can see, I still have the Ruby Grid thingamajigger up there with the cheese plate mounted to it. My work phone sits there on that little magnet. And then I have my personal phone down here on this ram mount quick grip. So the phone stays down there. I've got cables going in from my truck all the way up here so that that's always got a plug, and that this one always has a plug. I've got extra sockets there. I have this thing mounted for my laptop / tablet, and I've got that wired in. In addition, I have additional cables routed around here that are coming from the back of this center console on both sides. So there's no shortage of places to plug in regardless of how many people are in this vehicle. Now, this is my pride and joy now because I now hooked up 2 magic arms so that it extends out over the dash, comes down and rests, and I have this bull head mounted onto the end of the magic arm. And then on that I have the F38 quick plate so that I can slide this in here whenever I need to. And I have the cable mounted from power coming out of there, wraps around here. I've got it velcroed off and it comes right into the back of the camera, and that's the extended battery that's sitting there. And then I have another cable wrapped around this other arm that extends out here, and I've got the MagSafe, let's see if I can do this without messing it up, the bullet point MagSafe magnet on an extended carbon fiber arm so that I can mount my fold there if I need to. Now it's covering the screen, but for the most part, I don't need the screen. I know how to use this vehicle blindfolded. And now my vent is completely open and I can angle it up so that it blows against the camera now, because sitting up here on the dash, yes, that little bit makes all the difference in the world, because now this is up there sitting in the sunlight, plus this cheese plate and all that shit gets direct sunlight and it heats that metal up, and it is just pulsing with heat, which then radiates into that quick 38 plate, which then, radiates, and all the sun coming down through goes to the back of the camera. I was using this camera earlier. I went into the farmer's market and it wasn't on or anything. It was just sitting there. And when I came out to turn it on, it was like to the touch very hot, and that's no bueno. So now I think I have this all set up. And I'm not going to keep this up here. I usually don't put it up there, but I wanted to have something there so if I wanted to put it up there, I could. And then everything else is all set. Now there's also enough room for me to put a smaller camera on here. I also have these like cushions. I basically cut up a separator that goes in a camera bag that has like these individual air pockets so that I could keep that from hitting the dash, and it also keeps it from jiggling. There's another one underneath there that was keeping that up. And I have another one that's underneath this arm. You can't quite see it, but it's back there, trust me. And now I have a jiggle-free, completely cushioned, so that there's no squeaks or squeals, sturdily mounted setup so that I can film in the truck now and not block my view and not get in the way of the vents or in front of anything. What a perfect test. I managed to convince her to get redressed so that we could go out and get ice cream. So I have the wide angle lens on it now because that's the only way we would both fit in here. Of course, now she's drowned out by that sunspot, but it won't be there forever. But this is what it's gonna look like. And this is, again, a good test because I wanted to see if I could get us both in the frame the way I had this set up now. Because before I had it up there, she was blocked completely by the rear view mirror and that cluster up there. So that wasn't gonna work. But now that it's down here, I can get us both in, provided I put the wide angle lens attachment on there. It doesn't make it too much wider, but if I did it the other way, here, I'll show you. So now it kind of cuts me off and I've got her in there. I mean, I could lean way over and thug it over, but you know, I don't want to do that. So there, now with it back on, I'm in frame, she's in frame, we're good to go. Okay, but fuck it, I don't care. Ice cream. So let's go get ice cream. Okay, I just noticed something while we were stopped at that red light is like this like really jittery shaking that was going on basically from the vibration from the truck. I wonder if that's going to show up in the footage. Okay, we got ice cream. It was tasty, although I felt like mine was a little bit too sweet. It was key lime pie, and I didn't finish it. But still fun, delicious. Hers was Nutella. And now, because it's not dark entirely, but here's a low light test, which I wouldn't normally do because I never film at night and I don't bother like filming in hotels and stuff because it always looks like shit.
That looked like a droid from Star Wars with just that like
yeah. Everybody says it looks like Johnny 5, number 5, Johnny 5, whatever the fucking movie was.
I don't know. What?
Number 5 is alive or Johnny 5 is alive.
Never heard of it.
Who's Johnny? She said.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's an 80s movie
Yeah.
about a robot that becomes sentient. Short Circuit. 1986. Don't say it.
What, that I was 5?
Anyways, an amusing movie. And that's what this thing looks like. Okay, well, I'm going to end this now. So let me know what you think of my setup. I'm sure you all care. And let me know what you think of the low light, since that's probably one of the last things I'm ever going to test on this thing, because I think it works great and I have nothing to complain about. Again, I'm not going to do this all the time, so it doesn't really make a difference, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so that's all you get for today. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. As always, thanks for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, kids, forward and up. Yeah.